In today's Clash Royale video, we will take a look at the top tier Clash Royale Pro opinion on the last recent update, like Back, Mohammed Light and Lucas X Gamer, all of them were not really happy with the recent update. And today, we'll kind of look at that, why this really happened and why they were so mad at Supercell and saying even they were saying or like kind of complaining about this was one of the worst updates of all time and they preferred the update was not happening. So today we're kind of going over that and see if I agree with the decision and saying this update is not as good as I maybe thought and seeing their kind of standpoint to give my opinion on that. If you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also using creator mode is highly appreciated. I would say I'm gonna go over their opinion and kind of see what they really mean about that, and I want to know your opinion in the comment section after seeing all of their arguments. Do you really agree with them and saying this update isn't as good as we maybe thought and seeing their point? Or are you saying these are pros, they're just complaining too much? I would say let's directly jump into the topic. So the first thing I want to take a look on is this tweet by Benny Hugh. If you guys don't know, Benny Hugh is most likely the biggest Clash Royale content creator right now, and he did this post. I mean, I'm not able to understand like Spanish, but I'm able to understand some German, so I kind of translated. He was like saying, almost all the pros are complaining about the new badges. Honestly, I like them more than the old ones, and I prefer this one because they're like, yeah, quality in general and makes the game look better. The only real issue he had with the old badges, I mean, I think they made it a bit smaller, was that their old badges were a bit too big. So this ones, I think I like where the badges were came actually with the update, and I think like 2 or 3 or like, I think one day afterwards, I'm not 100% sure, I think they kind of changed it with the maintenance break and made the badges a bit smaller. So this is that's like the feedback which Benny who gave to the people, and now they were like really unhappy. Also, Benny, Lucas X Gamer was tweeting this, that he's like, I don't really know exactly what does it mean, but I think it means nothing bad, because everyone was complaining about the badges. Everyone was saying kind of grind factors way, because back then, this is like the profile from Mohammed Light. So Mohammed Light has 3 #1 finishes, as you guys can see, and this is the main reason. Every single pro was first complaining about the badges. We go later on another part of the update, which people really hated. And yeah, I personally don't really mind these badges. I just like them, honestly, because I don't really care too much about like a great badge profile in general. So let me know in the comment section, are you on the side like, oh no, the best players in the world have like the same profile now as it looks like as a 4K player? Or are you saying the same, I don't really care, I like your new design, and I don't really care how the badges insanely look? But I can kind of get the point from Mohammed Light here. He has 3 #1 finishes, 3 #1 global tournament finishes, and the profile right now looks like that because he just has, yeah, you can just have like 2 #1 finishes in the profile. Here a tweet from Bag, which Bag is like kind of one of the most positive guys in the community, and he did this tweet. I'm an optimist, but I can also say this update plus set of balances, where we're gonna talk right now about, isn't extremely disappointing. I would honestly prefer to wait 2 more months for new balances and not have an update for 6 months a year just because of the profile change. I mainly play for fun and like to improve my profiles. The update is basically a middle finger to many top player faces. The change was never asked for any unanimously hideous for everyone I have ever seen comment on top players and casual/fans. So he's kind of saying that like there's like always the thing which Supercell sometimes does, changing something which doesn't really need a change. I mean, there are like other priorities right now on the profile, and I kind of agree on this part. I mean, I generally, as I said, I don't really disagree with the profile decision. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? And I think it's fine. Maybe not the best, maybe they could have made it a bit better, but I don't really think that was necessary to change it. Basically, as I said, always want to see your opinion. But this is kind of what the pros are complaining about the badges, because a ton of people were grinding for like great profiles to have like the first, or like as Mohammed Light had the first perfect profile from all the players with the 3 #1 global tournament, 3 #1 ladder finishes, and so people really tried it. Like most of the pros and also some casuals. Me, I didn't at least. So one casual player answered, agreed. A good majority in semi-pro and pro community focuses on ladder and progression to build their profile accomplishments. So this is kind of the only thing which you can't buy in Clash Royale, the profile, and also which you can grind, and even if you're maxed out, you still have a goal, right? This was, at least for me, not very, I don't know if like I missed the hype, but most of the people was like this main goal. I mean, this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? Like, what is like the main motivation as a max out player in Clash Royale? This was, for at least most of them, the main motivation to get a better profile. To take all of it away from us and simply praise with one best finish doesn't mean anything. I've lost on faith in the CR team, man, and it's not even funny. And back answered, first time I've seriously thought about becoming a casual. Retiring the game isn't one of my main priorities anymore, although I enjoy playing for fun. The profile was a thing I always tried to work on with my many accounts. I mean, back as like 10, 12, 13 accounts with different like ladder finishes and badges, up the ruins for what I enjoyed working for. So basically, kind of like going over once again a topic that he was just grinding for the badges. He was really liking that because like all of his accounts are maxed out, or at least close to max. That's like kind of understandable, but generally, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this badge topic. So the next tweet I'm going to talk about, I mean, I'm kind of like taking back here. Back's tweets, honestly, I really respect Back because he's one of the most positive guys there. So if you know, like if there's something bad happens, normally Back is the guy who always says it's not too bad, chill with that. But even this case, Back was mad, and I've never seen Back be mad at the Clash Royale update. Even I think for me it's one of the best updates ever, top 3 for sure. So yeah, I mean, most of the casuals are happy, and this is kind of the difference between a casual player and a pro. This is always what you need to keep in mind, right? Casual progression updates are great for 99% of the players, right? But for pros, it doesn't really matter. So I personally have the opinion, because I'm a content creator, I have like a pro perspective from my personal experience. I mean, I'm playing the game 6 years straight, and I maxed out, so I kind of know what I personally want. But I'm also kind of see that like my opinion isn't the most important one, because nobody cares about me, to be fair, because I'm not the majority of the players. The majority of the players isn't maxed out, and I see with like creating content, my YouTube comments, my Twitter comments, my Instagram comments, my Twitch comments, I see like a ton of you guys were complaining it's so hard to level up, and I also saw it on my free-to-play accounts. So this is really, really important for me, or like also for pros to keep in mind. If like some pros are watching this video, it's not about us. It's most of the changes Clash Royale does is for 99% of the players, because 99% of the players isn't maxed out, are maxed out. Even we have like maybe more reach. We are like, we feel like we are like kind of making Clash Royale esports as well, because most of the players are maxed out and better at the game. And we know more about the game. Pros most of the time know more than free-to-play players, or like players which aren't really playing too long and aren't maxed out, because they cannot have the same experience, which is completely fine, right? Like not everybody's tryharding. So we feel like we always, like our pros always feel like, I mean, I also have sometimes the opinion on some changes, some balance changes, as I said, we will go over them now. Kind of talking a bit too much around that. I hope you still enjoyed this video. That we feel like we know like how to balance the game perfectly, but you always need to keep in mind cards like Wizard. I would say, like, from a pro perspective, Wizard needs a buff. Would I say generally now, like with your comment section? No. Same for example Mega Knight. Does Mega Knight really need a nerf? I just personally hate Mega Knight. Is it really good in pro, in top level? Yeah. But is it really because of the Mega Knight? No, it might just because of the Arch Queen. If the Arch Queen is not in the meta anymore, Mega Knight isn't too good. But they nerfed it just because of the majority of the mid-laner players aren't able to defend. It gets way too much value. It's way too frustrating, so less player plays the game. So for sure, Supercell wants to make the game as less frustrating, even it doesn't feel like that often. For the players, that more players playing the game. This is how a company works. This is how the business works. So this is what Beck said. If you think your day was bad, then think about Mega Knight players. MK got a bigger nerf with one change than any other card in the last 2 years. It didn't need one. It was only changed because many mid-laner players don't know what a tank is or how to use one. So this is basically what Beck said, which is kind of interesting. So they're like cards like Mega Knight, Archers, Iceberg, like unnecessary nerfs. Also, Archer Queen nerf is way too small. I mean, the badges go live at Monday if you don't know it yet. We'll also show the best videos or like best decks in general about it, so make sure to subscribe. But just yeah, so. Also, they did nerf Skelly King, which every pro is already not happy about, because Skelly King might be the best card in Clash Royale right now. Together with Arch Queen, also Valkyrie gets a nerf. So this is kind of what pros I really don't like about the update. If you put the balance change also the same on the update. And I really agree with this one. I honestly really think the update is... What just happened? Oh, I apologize, guys. Okay, Yeah, we're just eating here and something failed. So yeah, just want to say that I really like the update, like 8 out of 10, but the balance change, I mean like 4 or 5 out of 10 maybe, but generally I don't really care about that because don't really think I'm taking the game as serious as like Mohammed like Lucas X Gamer do, like as from a competitive standpoint. So I really like to have some fresh changes, and even I think some changes are necessary, aren't good for the game. I just like it because I see like the content, the new cards, the new people are interested to see cards again in the meta. Even it's like a kind of overbuffed or overnerfed, which ran like in the meta for like such a long time, like Elixir, Puppet example, Mirror. So even I think that aren't like really good changes for the game in general. I just like having something fresh. So I prefer honestly to have like big changes in the meta rather than having good meta changes, if it makes sense for you guys, because it's way more fun for me at least to play like this. So this is generally my standpoint in Clash Royale. So yeah, this is what I think about it currently. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. You guys think the balance changes are fine? You guys understand the pro decision with the badges, or you guys think you understand that kind of complaints? I mean, it's kind of the same topic every single time I do balance changes. They are feeling like the pros feeling like we know more about the game than the free-to-play players, than the casually players, but also kind of to see the point 99% of the players are casuals. So cards, it's kind of hard to balance cards, because pro player usage and mid-laner usage is completely different. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I'm really interested to see. Also, make sure to rate the update again. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like the update, or if you guys agree with the badges, as example, or if you agree with the badges and still like the update. Would really like to see that. Now it's time out. Thanks for watching and goodbye, guys.